What's good, YouTube Nation? It's your boy, the Otaku Gamer 316, and I'm back at you with another video. This is a little video I wanted to do for a very long time. It's a top 10 Yu-Gi-Oh cards that I would personally like to see as an Ultimate Rare. And I thought this video would be a little bit awesome to do, especially just to get me off of that little bit of a hiatus slash dry spell that I've been on, the YouTube drought that I've been on for the past like 3 weeks. I think now it's over a month now. But I thought this video would just be a little bit of fun to do, just overall. So before I get this video started, be sure to give this video a big old thumbs up, like it, so that way it helps out my YouTube channel. Also, be sure to subscribe if you're not already, because my analytics say that a lot of my viewers are not subscribed to my channel. So be sure to hit that big old subscribe button and click the little bell icon, so that way you never miss an upload. Also, I do have not a sponsor, but like I said in my previous Yu-Gi-Oh opening videos or Yu-Gi-Oh discussion videos, please be sure to click the link down below. So if you're an avid Uber or Lyft rider, there's a link called Freebird. So if you want to support this channel without donating your money, just be sure to hit that link. And with that being said, let's go ahead and get started. Number 10 on the list is a card that hasn't seen as many reprints as the other cards on the list, but at this point it's seen too many reprints where at this point this card's repetitive. And that card is Ash Blossom and Joyous Spring. Now, ever since its initial release in Maximum Crisis, it's seen probably about like 4 or 5 reprints already. I mean, it's had a super rare, it was a secret rare in its original release, it's seen maybe 2 or 3 ultra rares, and I think it's been even a common in a structure deck. So I mean, this card is about as repetitive as I don't even know what, to be honest. But yeah, that's the number 10, and that's the reason it's so high on the list. I mean, it doesn't have as many reprints as the other cards on the list, but, and I hate to sound like a broken record, but it's been out for 3 years and it's seen more reprints than probably even the number 1 spot. I'm not going to spoil that. Number 9 has to be Starving Venom Fusion Dragon. Now, unfortunately, this reason why this card is so high on the list is because it's been like 6 years since the Yu-Gi-Oh! Arc 5 era, and Vrains has already come to an end. And it just doesn't see as much competitive play as it used to. And ever since its initial release in Invasion Vengeance, it's just one of those fusion. It's the only Dimension Dragon that has not gotten an Ultimate Rare. I mean, Odd Eye's Pendulum Dragon had an Ultimate Rare, Dark Rebellion Xyz Dragon had an Ultimate Rare, and Clearwing Synchro Dragon had an Ultimate Rare. So Starving Venom Fusion Dragon is the only Dimension Dragon that does not have an Ultimate Rare. And the reason for this is because 2016 Breakers of Shadow, every booster box after Breakers of Shadow we were guaranteed holos per pack, but basically we lost ultimates in ghost rares. But yeah, that's the reason it's so high on the list, because it doesn't see a lot of competitive play and it's just not really deserving of the lower spots. Number 8 is Trickstar Reincarnation. Now, honestly, I'm an avid Trickstar player myself. I love the deck, I love the engine, and I would have loved to put this card a little bit lower, but it's not like super competitive, or it's just not my overall favorite of the other cards on the list. So ever since its initial release in Code of the Duelist, I think it's maybe gotten a few more reprints. I know it got another reprint in one of the other Battles of Legends sets, and I know it got a reprint in the newest set, Maximum Gold. So yeah, it's not repetitive, but it's like in my opinion. But yeah, I would love Trickstar Reincarnation. I mean, it's a very good trap card to go along with Drone Lockbird, and those 2 cards alone pull out pretty good stun slash combo, or like a lockout combo where it will mess up your opponent in the long run. But like I said, it's just high on the list because it's not like my absolute favorite. I mean, we did see Trickstar Licorice as an Ultimate Rare, so there is a possibility, so you never know. Number 7 on my list has to be Reinforcements of the Army. Now, please forgive me, I do not know where this card originated from. I do not know the set where it originated from. I think it may be a championship card. I don't know, so please do not blast me in the comments. But if you do know, please do put it in the comments down below, so that way I would like to know for maybe future videos if I do talk about Rhoda. But you know, that's besides the point. I think it's probably Reinforcements of the Army has many like I said with Ash Blossom, as many reprints as it's seen in general, not in the meta, but in general. I think it's one of those cards that are very deserving. That's a card, please forgive me. I think it's very deserving of an ultimate rare because it's one of those cards that are used in almost every warrior deck. I mean, I wouldn't say it's meta defining, but you do see it in every warrior deck, like elemental hero, ninjas, or in just etc. overall. Just every warrior deck will most likely be running the reinforcements of the army. And it would look cool as an ultimate rare, to be perfectly honest. Number 6 on this list is Mirror Force from Metal Raiders. I actually got that right. Yes! Ever since its initial release in Metal Raiders, it's a good trap card. I mean, it's seen so many reprints, just like Rhoda and Ash Blossom. It's probably just seen as probably so many reprints overall. I mean, it's been in structure decks, regular starter decks. It's just been in overall everywhere. I mean, this thing has probably been reprinted so many times it's not even funny. But yeah, Mirror Force as an ultimate rare, in my opinion, would probably look super, super phenomenal. And like I said, this is just my list per se. If you don't like it, you're more than welcome to just, like, you know, click away from the video. But I hope you don't, because this is, like I said, this is just my opinion. So please do not hate me for it. But Mirror Force, I mean, is very deserving as an ultimate rare. And I'm surprised it's not in the very top 5 of this list. But, you know, that's another video. Number 5 is Dark Simorgh. Now, honestly, this card its original set is Stardust Overdrive, if I remember correctly. I think I looked it up the day before, but it might be Stardust Overdrive. Stardust Overdrive, if I remember that correctly. I might have that wrong. Please correct me in the comments down below if I do have that wrong, or tell me if I'm right by giving the video a like. I mean, honestly, with it being a good lockout card, I mean, honestly, I don't see it. I mean, it hasn't even been printed that much. I mean, its original release, and then it was a super in the collection thing. Otherwise, it hasn't been seen much after that. And honestly, I think that card also would look very phenomenal as an ultimate rare. Now, unfortunately, it's not my absolute favorite to be in the top 5, but yeah. Number 4 would have to be Red Eyes Black Dragon. Now, honestly, this card should have probably been lower on the list, but honestly, I feel like this card, I mean, it doesn't see a lot of competitive play like Starving Venom Fusion, like I said, with Starving Venom Fusion Dragon, but I do know it's just one of those cards where, I mean, and its initial release was Legend of Blue Eyes, let me not forget that, but its 2 counterparts, Dark Magician and Blue Eyes, did get an ultimate rare in, like, some starter deck Reloaded. I think Blue Eyes was starter deck Kaiba Reloaded, and of course Dark Magician was starter deck Yugioh Reloaded. So Red Eyes did not get any love whatsoever, and I don't care what artwork Red Eyes gets an ultimate rare, but I think any artwork would be absolutely phenomenal. Moving down to the number 3 spot would have to be Blue Eyes Alternative White Dragon. Now, honestly, I should have put this a little bit higher, but with its effect and with it being in the, I wouldn't say the meta range, but with it being in the Blue Eyes deck and the way it impacted the Blue Eyes deck in general, Blue Eyes Alternative Dragon's initial release was Alternative White Dragon, please forgive me. I'm a little sick, by the way, so please forgive me. Its initial release was the Dark Dimensions movie pack. Kind of butchered that, please forgive me. But I know this movie pack has been relaunched so many times. I mean, there was the original, which was where it was a set with all ultra rares. Then there was a set with all gold rares or gold secret rares. I can't remember to save my life. And then now they got relaunched earlier this year, where it was a secret edition, and it was just like what's going on? But it made it easier to get in the secret edition. But seeing Blue Eyes Alternative White Dragon as an ultimate rare would just probably be super spot on, and I wouldn't be surprised if it does get printed as an ultimate rare. I mean, if not soon, maybe. I mean, you never know. With Konami, you never know, to be perfectly honest. Number 2 on the list has to be Infinite Impermanence. Now, honestly, that card, since its original initial release in Flames of Destruction, it's like Ash Blossom, seen almost as many reprints as Ash Blossom, but I think not as many. I'd have to look it up, but that would make the video too terribly long. But I think this is a card that will most likely be an ultimate rare very, very soon. If not OTS 15, most likely OTS 16. I don't see them holding out on Impermanence any longer than they should. I mean, that card alone with Dark Simorgh has, like I said, with Trickstar Reincarnation and Joan Lockbird, those 2 cards alone are probably very, very dangerous if you can actually stop an opponent from doing that. But I don't want to keep on rambling because I don't want to make this video too terribly long. I was gonna do an honorable mentions, but honestly, I feel like I would, like I said earlier, I would make the video way too terribly long. I mean, I know I don't have any forms of monetization, but I do not want to waste too much of your time. So number one, I mean, honestly, you know what channel you're on. I'm an otaku, I'm a weeb, and I have a love for waifus. I mean, poster right there. Number one has to be the OG Yu-Gi-Oh! Waifu of all time, Dark Magician Girl. Ever since her initial release in Magician's Force, if I remember correctly. If I'm getting that correctly, I think I got that correct. Ever since her initial release, she's been seeing so many reprints. I mean, she's not repetitive. I mean, honestly, she's waifu, to be honest. But honestly, did you expect anything different from me of all people? But yeah, I think Dark Magician Girl as an ultimate rare would look absolutely phenomenal. And like I said with Red Eyes, it doesn't matter what artwork they would have picked. I think, honestly, any artwork as an ultimate rare would just be absolutely phenomenal. With that being said, I hope you do like this video. Be sure to give it a big old thumbs up, like I said earlier. Subscribe to the channel, and also be sure to hit that notification. And with that being said, I am signing out. Peace.